don't know. This is no, I don't know if this is working or not working or what's going on. Hey. Hello, hello, hello. I'm just making sure this is working. My microphone's a little funky right now. Let's do this. Let's charge it a little bit more. Let's go from there. Hello. Ha. Okay. Did I even clean the coffee cup? No, I didn't. So we're gonna use my microphones in a little bit. I just wanted to make sure that my microphones were charged and they were doing something funky. Doing something funky. Okay, so it is Thursday, right? Yeah. Tomorrow I'm interviewing Little Mo Mozzarella on this channel live at 10 a.m. Very excited. I have to pick a spot for him and I to be interviewed. This is the fitness look right now. We're not interviewing like this tomorrow, but this is the look for right now. And I gotta get my water, so you guys are gonna have to come with me to get my water for a second. Little space right here. This is what I'm trying to make my bed every day. This is silly, but it's important to make your bed and make yourself organized. And I feel like I have not been as organized as I would like to be. So that's where we want to get. Okay, water. My Body Armor water is very good. And I enjoy that, and it makes you feel hydrated. I went to the dojo last night to do the hang, right? You're supposed to hang and make yourself seen, and it wasn't a lot of people there. I don't really know if they're fully, they're not really operating, but they're doing it on the cuff, I guess. But I loved performing at this place, and I hope to keep performing there. Hello, happy Thursday. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I would love to just be able to walk in there and know I could get a spot there whenever I'd like, but I'm not there yet. Good morning, vulnerability. And I also just don't know how to get there. I might even just message a guy and be like, look, I love the dojo. When you come back, I would love to be anything. I'll do anything and everything to be passed around the list at some, put on the pass list. So, and also, I have to be honest with you, I need, if I can work as a dojo door woman, I would take that up in a heartbeat. But I don't know if I meet the requirements since I'm an older woman, and I hate even saying older woman, but I don't know. I'll ask. So Rich Voss and Bonnie McFarlane were there last night, and I was talking to them for a little bit. And Rich had pointed me out during his set. He's like, oh, she's a comic, so she doesn't count. So he was bantering with me during his set, which I thought's fun. I'll take it. I thought it was nice and cool. I don't feel like the cool girl club. I'm in I just feel awkward when I'm going there to hang out sometimes. I was by myself. I have friends there, but when you're not on the show, you're not supposed to sit in the green room. So which is fine. It's just, I don't know. Can't explain it. It is a weird feeling sometimes. I'm just pushing through and trying to be positive, but the comedy. It's like, is the hang better or is the mic better? That's the question. Was staying there and doing the hangout better than me doing a mic? I think so. I think me going to see a show and watching how they reacted for a smaller audience was good. Engaging with people who are doing things I would love to do someday, Oh, fuck, I don't have a garbage bag. I just realized that. Oh, Jesus. Okay. That's it. That's what we're doing today. Hi. Today, I am supposed to be interviewing G-Cow, who is a comic in Austin. I met him in Jersey. He is going to be on at 10 o'clock, so We'll have a little break in between, but I wanted to come on a little earlier today because I didn't get to do a full. I didn't get to do a full live stream yesterday because of the schedule with camp and pickups and all that fun stuff. Is the hang worth it or is it the mic? I don't know. I felt good last night, but then when I went home, I wasn't feeling great. I was feeling like a little bit of a loser. Leave me alone, Chase. Chase is calling me. I don't know why, because I need a payment. I don't know. So, I mean, I know why. They put a comic up that showed last minute, and I was like, wait, I've been sitting here for 2 hours. I don't know. You start to just feel like, is me coming here? You start to do that again in your head. And then I was like, nope, get out of it. Don't do it. Sorry. So, tonight I am performing at St. Mark's. I'm excited, 6:30 show. And then, I might do the Laughing Buddha mic before or after. So certain mics in the city cost money. And that is the one frustration of the city mics, is that you are spending some dough. But if you want to get that rep in, you got to get the rep in. So I'm thinking of doing it either, again, like I said, before or after. And New York Comedy Festival submissions have opened, which means you could submit for Breakout, Creator on the Up and Coming or something it's called, and then there's a third one. So I'm going to submit, and I have to figure out what I am submitting, which video I'm submitting. So I'm excited about that. Yay! It's great because there's no submission fee either. So there's a couple of big comedy festivals throughout the year. There's Just for Laughs in Montreal. There's Netflix is a Joke in LA, and then there's New York Comedy Festival in New York City. We got our coffee. And then you have, I don't know if, and there's a bunch of festivals too, but there's also, I was gonna move this over here a little bit. Oh no. What the fuck? That is disgusting. That's disgusting. That's in my house. And it's probably rabid. So, okay, here we go. What is happening? That's not good. This thing needs to get away. What is happening? Oh man, I'm gonna have to call animal control. That's gross. Okay, so there's a raccoon in my backyard. Do I try to throw something at it? It's not even... Let's see if I like... Oh my god, this is gross. Oh my god, it's my St. Francis statue. Get out of here. Look. This is what's going on right now. Get out of here. I feel like this thing is definitely rabid if it's coming out in the day. No? Yep, look, it's climbing. What the fuck? This is disgusting. Get out. I have to start spraying shit. Ugh. Ew. There's also a garbage dump right on the other side, so that probably doesn't help. Ugh. Yeah, I know. Well, I'm not getting off my live stream to call animal control, but I will. So there we are. That's where we're at today. I hate that yesterday, of course, I'm on the live stream. I can only be on for 15 minutes and all the numbers were going up. And then today I'm on it and there's 4 people. I give up. I fucked everything up with my algorithm. Here we go. Let's see if it's working now with the microphone. It's still kind of doing this weird, like, you guys hear me with this or no? Can you guys hear me okay? I don't think it's not, I feel like it's not working. Testing? Testing, testing. Can you hear me? Yes, no? And then nobody answers. Oh, man. Yes, no? You hear me with the microphone or do you hear me on that? So is the hang, I'm taking YouTube suggestions with changing the time a little bit. I don't like that's working there. You can. God, I just want to get off. All right. So let's see if we can hear it though, like the way you're supposed to hear it. Cause this is blinking. It's not supposed to blink like that. So all right, we're making, let's see. The hang or the mic. Just, okay, I'm just gonna change it to Thursday coffee with me. Because honestly, there's gonna be more coffee with me. There we go. Oop. It's doing this weird. Okay, let's try again. It shouldn't be blinking like that, is what I'm trying to say. That's why I'm wondering if this thing is even working. I'm thinking this thing is not working. I'm thinking this thing is not working. It's doing this weird. Yeah, it's not. It's definitely not working. So we'll just leave it out, I guess. We'll leave it out. It's doing a weird thingamabobber. Unless I have the wrong. Sometimes these microphones too, like if I have, see, there's 2 different mics. So if I had like this in here, hang on. It's disgusting. I wonder if this is, I don't think this is working. Yeah, because it's not the same receiver. It's okay. I look fat. It's all right. All right, so here we are. I hung out at the dojo for the entirety of the show. I was the only other comic there that wasn't on the show, and I don't know if it's hard in the comedy world to not feel like if I keep showing up and they're not putting me on, and I'm not talking about them because they just were literally reopened. They didn't even really reopen. They told me last night, the staff, one of the staff members, like, she's not really open. We're not, so like, I just don't know what else to do to prove my worth, except by just showing up. And at the same time, it's like, all right, I'm showing up. If I'm showing up and I'm not getting put on, I'm not getting any stage time, and I'm not getting rep in, so but then to me, it was worth just going there yesterday and not getting the rep in. But to be honest, my confidence was a little down afterwards, and I was in a really good mood up until the very end. And then I was like, all right, is this even, they even care that I'm showing up? No, they don't. People don't care. They just want you. Just got to be there at the right time, I guess, and just keep doing it. And I wanted very badly to go and have a glass of wine and relax. And then I was like, no, why? You're going to wake up feeling bloated and gross. And I didn't. So I just went to bed. Hi, Oki. Not bloated, but like tired, you know? How's it hanging? How's it hanging with you? So I just said, like, this is part of the game. Just like I'm trying to say, just go right to bed. Don't think about anything. Just go right to bed. And I did. And then, woke up at like 6:30. I got out of bed at 7. And here we are, an hour and a half later. So I don't know what's going on with this microphone. I'm gonna go charge it and see. I might have maybe I messed up the wrong. I have a couple of microphones. I'm interviewing. I don't know which one. Also, just so you guys know, I did not close the door down. That was the opposite. I didn't do that at all. Like not. This is annoying. Is it something that I did the other day with the? Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Hang on. Hi guys. Let's see. Yes, I fixed it. Hey, I fixed it. We have G-Pow coming on at 10, but we'll switch over to the computer for that because I am trying to fix something right now. That is the camera light. This is that. This is this. All these little microphones things. That sounds a lot better. Does it sound a lot better? There was a raccoon in my backyard just now, so that's not fun. But we'll have to figure that out later. I haven't really gone in my backyard at all. So this summer. So buying that little table I put together was pointless. Tonight I'm performing at St. Mark's Comedy Club. Good morning, and I am going to be at the 6 o'clock show. This is old. Let's throw this out. The 6 o'clock, 6:30 show. And then tomorrow morning I'm interviewing Little Mo Mozzarella. Very excited about that. Right now we're just trying to get our pot ready for the milk. Here we go. Okay. So I couldn't stay on for a long time yesterday because I was picking up our daughters from camp. And then I had them. I was with them the majority of the day. So I just figured I'd wait. Good morning, John, till today to come back on. And I didn't do a Twitch stream because I was at the dojo watching the show. We have an interview with G-Pow at 10 o'clock. Yes. He was on Kill Tony a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. He's a comic. He's doing a lot in the Austin scene. He was on The Secret Show. Tomorrow I have a interview with Little Mo Mozzarella, big social media person, content creator, comic, New Yorker. He was on Kill Tony. He was at Madison Square Garden. He's friends with Shane Gillis. I mean, he's opened for Shane Gillis, I think, or he's introduced Shane. So we're going to get to talk about that a little bit. Very excited. Kendall, hello. Did you talk to this guy on live from MSG? No. He was in my live from Austin, though. He's in Austin. New space in Austin. Morning, one-armed bandit. Now my sink is like not, it's like flooding. You got a raccoon in the backyard, sink is flooding. That raccoon, you see a raccoon in the daytime, is not good. So. And I hate when people are like, oh, they're so cute. No, they're not. They're disgusting. They look like rats, big furry fat rats. And my that's it. Just enough milk. Just enough milk. Yeah, rabies, of course. All right. Let's go. Guys, it is Thursday. Exciting Thursday. It is Thursday. For those who are members, which video do you like better, the Colonial Comedy or the Jersey Shore comic bit? Because I have to send a 5 to 10 minute clip for New York Comedy Festival, and I think the Colonial Comedy one is funnier, got a better reaction, but it's just over 10 minutes, so I don't want to send that whole one, and then it's fucked up. They're gonna be like, no, it's too long, you know. My daughter's with her dad today and tomorrow, so you hear it's just me. I'm going to miss her. So there's no I'm just focused on getting into the city tonight. Tomorrow my interview, then my daughter comes home, and then reps for tonight is we got St. Mark's. I'm going to try to do another. I'm trying to think if I should do I did Sunday, I did 2, Monday I did 1, Tuesday I did 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that would be. I asked Bananas if they needed a host. She said she didn't think so, but she would get back to me. So. All right, put in the chat below. What do you think I should use? Here. Did you guys see it already or no? Some of you have not, probably. So should I use this one for New York Comedy Festival? Oops, bad shot. Good morning, Sarah. Single mom, which is why you dress like the manager at Forever 21. Good morning, Sarah. I can't keep up with the school moms, the PTA they're called, the Parent Teacher Association. I like to call them pussies to avoid. You're always standing there at morning drop-off, with your Stanley cups, showing off with their teeth all brushed. I just shouldn't have done that as my opening. Or do I start? I feel like I have to send this one. My screen is. That's a 27-year-old, you understand? I'm 44, so I turned 44 this year. If I can advise any of you 20-something-years-olds, please go out and love yourself. Go to CVS and buy yourself a vibrator. Because it takes less time to get a vibrator at CVS than it does to find a sales associate to unlock the drawer, get the deodorant, the razors, the shampoo, the baby wipes. I'm happy that I'm 44 though. I don't know, maybe it's gotta be, I might have to cut that one. I have to cut this one. You like to brush the teeth? You like to brush the teeth one? But I'm a single mom, like I can't keep up with the single moms, You're a single mom too? No. Like this audience, that audience was just really good too. And the people who are watching will be able to tell if it's just a good audience and you're funny or both, or just, well, it's an okay bit, but it's not the best, Matching shoes. You say yes to the dress. What do you mean? I think the colonial comedy, like I don't have to edit the Jersey Shore one, but the colonial comedy one I have to edit because it's not it's not a straight. It's over 10 minutes. It's 10:58. So I have to I don't know what else to do to be part of the cool kids club at places like the dojo or all the other clubs, and it's in my head right now. Like I don't know what else to do. I show up, I do what I can, show up, be friendly, do this, and keep doing it. And then even my friend was saying, he's like, well, I'm not getting any spots. I'm like, you're on the show tonight. I didn't even say anything about spots. I didn't think about this till after I left because I stayed the whole time just to enjoy the show and talk to my comic friends there. But they put someone up that literally just showed up at the end of the show. And I was like, what the fuck? Like they had somebody already say, hey, he's the headliner. My friend was going last. And then they walked up to the stage, gave him a note. And I know the comic, very nice comic, right next to me. I was like, oh, you just put him up? Like, what? But it's like you're not, if you're, I don't know. I'm not a 30-year-old man. I'm a 44-year-old woman, and I'm not as, I guess, funny to be considered in that group. I don't know. I just, it bugged, it got, I was in such a good mood. All of a sudden, I just was like, are you kidding me? Like, I've been sitting here for 2 hours. And I didn't go in the green room. I did whatever you're supposed to do. And I'm like, this person just got thrown up for what? It wasn't a bigger name. It's part of what just part of what the comedy business is. It's just like frustrating. I am funny, okay? I am funny. I believe I am funny, and I'm tired of thinking I'm not. So if you don't think I'm funny, okay, you shouldn't be my moderator. If you really don't think I'm funny, I just think you shouldn't, because I'm like, I am funny. I'm tired of thinking in my head I'm not. I'm funny. I don't care. I'm funny. I know I'm funny, and I'm tired of feeling, oh, I'm just not good enough. No, I know the person that went up at the very end, and I was like, no, this is ridiculous. Like, I'm sitting here like a fucking schmuck and putting in the hours whenever I can. And I literally, the last year I've been doing that. And I know those comics don't, some of those comics don't. They just hang there. I'm trying not to be mad, but it bothered me so bad. He always calls me not funny. I just felt like I looked like an idiot. I'm sitting there, and I have been on stage there. Just like, if I was literally the only other comic that showed up and everybody else is sitting in the green room, I've been sitting outside, haven't been bothering anybody. And it's like, what the fuck does that guy do? Does he suck your like? I just I do. I have a show tonight. I've had shows this week. Yes, it just got me. It got me like caught off. I was like, I understand this is the business, but this is where it starts to wear on your fucking soul, man. I was just like, nothing I did last night had any effect on them putting me up or not, and it won't. How many times do I have to show up? 500? Yes, that's what those people will say to you. It doesn't matter. No, I didn't ask anything. I didn't ask any questions at all. I just was like, Okay, he's getting a spot. I'm just gonna start asking. I'm gonna ask. If it keeps coming back, I'm just like, I want to work here more. What do I do? Because I know in the last year I've showed up as every single week I can show up and to the mics and everything, and I've gotten up. I don't know though. I haven't gotten up, but I don't know how to go from getting up every 6 months or every couple of months to getting up every single time you show up. And yes, you have to be funny, but some of these people are not where like they're not headlining, they're not featured, they're just getting spots immediately when they come in. It definitely rubbed me wrong. I was like, what? I mean, but then again, I shouldn't be bothered. I should just expect this. This is what happens. You're not gonna get a spot. And I know it sounds like, oh, why does this not taste great? Yeah, the relationship is different. It's not. I don't know, but I've had a relationship too with these people. I just don't know exactly. Like I'm not that bad of a comic. I'm a good comic. I don't care. Period. And I know, but I understand too. Like I'm not in the in circle of the group that gets on regularly. So, I guess I just want to know how to get on, or I don't even know how. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just frustrated because, like, try not to be. Hit that like button. Michelle, you get some weirdos on here. That's part of the requirement, I think, to listen to my live streams is that you need to be a weirdo. Don't you think? And my boyfriend's gonna be like, well, I don't know. I know I'm not supposed to have this kind of. I feel it's like when when you're trying to get up and be positive, and it's like, how did that person just get a spot? Literally, they said that was the last person. This person just shows up and gets 5 minutes, and he's been seeing me sitting here like the entire time. And I've tried to speak to them, but I don't want to be rude. I don't want to interrupt their conversation, and I don't want to be rude. And it's like it really grates on your patience. I wanted my friend who works there regularly. I've known for 10 years, and I wanted to be like, what exactly am I missing? I mean, I'm not missing anything. I understand why those people are getting up. It's not, you're in the club or you're not in the club. That's it. It's Michelle, what is it? Great point. Or you're in the club. Like, I feel like I'm on the cusp. Like, I show up and people like me, but it's like, oh, you're not. I don't know. I don't get what I'm doing. Like, what do I need to do? What blood do I need to shed? I don't know. I do know that like other you can't worry about other comics. You have to be undeniable. You choose a hard career path. No, I'm not saying I didn't. But when you see another comic that goes up, that literally, it's not like they're, oh, well, of course he would go up. They're good, but it's not. Unless it's just, oh shoot, I came last week. That was the first week back. Hi, Lewis. Lewis says, "Bring what's up, Lewis? Lewis is back in the chat, everybody." Lewis says, "Bring a mocha pot to the clubs." I just messaged my friend. I think you're already doing everything right and further incredible. I don't know if I'm doing everything right. I don't like when I get in this headspace, but this is what part of the comedy business is. Like, you just don't, doesn't matter. I think you're a good enough actor and have a great body movement and stage control. You just read and memorized good jokes, you would crush every time. Thank you for the compliment, but I think I do write good material. So I'm trying to write better material that hits all the different avenues. Again, it's okay to accept that you have achieved mastery and perfection. Good morning, Jay. Um, it's also part of the how is Kill Tony? I don't know what's the LOL, but Kill Tony was, I didn't get on, but it was a good experience. I'm also listening. I felt like listening to other comics and how they maneuver around a smaller crowd and everything is helpful. It is, and I do think when I've been told by other comedians, they're like, you have a lot of great energy when you get on stage. You wake the crowd up. It's awesome, which is great. I also want to be slam in your face funny. I don't want to just have the high energy. So I'm trying. I mean, I do want to have high energy, but I'm also coming from a place where this wasn't an issue to get up on stage there a couple of years ago, and now I feel like I've put time and energy into this place whenever I can possibly do it. I'm still not really like able to get. It's frustrating. They're performers, not writers. Like SNL's writers that never see stage time. Well, right. You can be hired on SNL as a writer, or you can be hired as a performer, but then they also have people who are both on the show. They get paid for both. There's just and I kept saying to myself, like, just don't let that deter you, because I was fine the whole time. I wasn't expecting to get up or anything, but it's like I was there for 2 hours just watching, and it's like I don't even get any kind of, and in my head I'm like, why should I even expect that, but it's hard to not feel like you're a loser, because no, they're not even like, you got to sit in the outside of the green room when you're not on the show. But then I see, it's just it doesn't, it fucks with your confidence. Jim Brewer was hired. Oh, he also, Colin Quinn called in the middle of Boss's set, so it was like funny. It was cool. all I am saying is I will do even like New York Comedy Club. I'm grateful I've gotten stage time in the Sanford location, but what do you need me to do to get into this audition? Because people who worked with me at Sanford, they're like, "What do you mean you're not passed at the New York locations?" I'm like, "No." I said, "I haven't even got an audition yet," and they're like, "Oh." So it's like I don't know what to do because there's so many comics too, and I'm sure there's a list and there's a line and all this stuff. It's just there's not. It's not like, I mean, first of all, if you're in New York City and you do the open mic scene, it is like the same exact thing with the bar scene. You have to buy a drink and you have to buy a $5 ticket to the open mic, and then you well, if you have the Jersey mics, they're at there's Dojo, which hasn't had their mic because of being semi closed, I guess you'd say, right? And then there is no other club mics outside of the one in Princeton, and I'm not driving. That's an hour and a half away, and it's not even that I'm not driving to Princeton. I can't when I have my daughter's practices at night. So then I'm doing the bar mics. That's it, right? So, or I'm getting spots in the clubs. If we brainstorm bits and jokes, it would be yours to remember and act out on stage. I don't want you guys to write for me. I want it to come from myself. But thank you. I wrote down some ideas you guys had that I'm working with on stage. I'm not saying that like I'm not saying I don't think you guys could write. I'm just saying like it's not. I have to stop saying. I'm not saying like, well, it's not my material. If you're right, my YouTube chat, I'll do that as a joke. My YouTube chat wants to write material for me. What is it? What is it? Write it. Write it in the chat. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. I mean, what do you think my opening line should be then? Here we go. I'm putting it out there. What do you think my opening joke should be? And I will do it tonight. We would be better than you are. See, there you go. And have you done stand up? Are you secretive? How are you keeping yourself looking so good? What is your secret of how you are keeping yourself looking so good? I work out every day. I mean, I run. I don't do. I mean, I do this. I do stretches on the knees, right? And then I do. I work out. Oops, sorry. I mean, I run. I don't do. Okay. I run every day. I try to do some stretches in the morning during the live streams, and then at some point, I want to get back into taking or teaching. I feel like I definitely need to teach dance class at this point since I need extra money. So maybe we'll do that again. Don't know. Yeah, and the truth is, that's why I was taking the dance class on Wednesdays and not going to the hangout at the club because I was like, well, I'm not going to get on anyway. And that wasn't a good attitude to have at all because I eventually did get on. And I do think the hangout helped, but because they shut down or couldn't be open for a period of time and now they're lightly trickling it in, I just don't know. I'm watching myself stream. No, I'm putting oh my God. No, I'm putting this putting the Streamlabs tip jar in the chat. All right, put your thing. What do you think an opening joke should be for me? Go. G-Pow interview is at 10 o'clock. We got 91 of you in here. Hit that like button. When we get to 100 likes, we do 100 jumping jacks. And there it is. If you hit the subscription business, you hit the subscribe bar button. Now, I just did 2 jumping jacks and the numbers went down. Just for everybody that says jumping jacks get, oh, well, Nico just sent money. Okay. Thank you, Nico. Here we are. It's raining out too. We had a raccoon in my backyard this morning. We appreciate you, Nico. I was telling myself, don't come on here and talk about what's on your head. But then I was like, what? But then there's a part of me that blonde jokes, make a joke about being blonde. I'm not a real blonde. So when I'm dumb, I'm not a real blonde. So when I'm dumb, it's because I was dropped on my head as a baby, not because I'm blonde. And that was a long time ago. So the damage was real. That's how Italians show love. Whoops. No, I'm just kidding. Do I have problems remembering jokes? No. Bottle blonde jokes. Unless I'm just like picking it up for the first time, like if I'm working something out. No. Not at all. Good morning. I hate the fact that it's raining. Damn it. Going into the city when it rains sucks. That sewer water, the rat sewer water, and you got a raccoon in my backyard in Jersey. You got rats in the streets of New York. Damn it. Italian show love with sauce. I've done sauce bits when I was in the Italian Chicks. You guys, didn't I tell you guys about that? I was in a show called The Italian Chicks. Marianne Maizano was her show. She's a one-woman show, and she invited me to be a feature for her show. I did it for about a year. It was a great opportunity. So yeah, I did do a lot of Italian stuff there, I guess. What about the sauce? Italian show love with the sauce. And what? I knew my ex-husband wasn't for me because he liked ragu. What's my opening joke? Write the opening joke. You want to write for me? Write my opening joke tonight. Go. Opening line. Boom. I've heard sauce bits somewhere. I'm giving you the opportunity, Oki. You want to write for me? Go. Write my opening joke for tonight. I'll do it. Raining, it's pouring. Someone said to write a blonde joke. Think you are a good trainer. My name is Michelle Traina. Thank you for the gold coin, Jackie. My name is Michelle Traina, and I look like a trainer. So that's just going to be that's what I really should be. I'm a trainer. I'm a trainer in life. This is what you shouldn't do. Okay. Now, although I really should use the trainer, like in my brand, I don't want to say rebranding, but how I'm just kind of expanding to just my name now, not Divorce Diaries. So if I say Michelle Traina, but we got to use the word Traina somehow. Hold on. If was your writer, I'd make a joke about where you were performing. Okay, that's a good idea. New York City, East Village. Here's a good joke for your opening act. Two guys walking down the street. One guy drops a sandwich and the other guy says, forget about it. So how did life multiply? All right, I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I told you Yoga Trainer would be an epic YouTube channel. So it's just me. Every Yoga Trainer yoga, like Trainer yoga. Get it? Like Trainer yoga. But I don't want to make a separate channel. I just want to do like a playlist. Do a playlist, I guess. Just don't do it every day. And I don't really practice. I don't practice yoga. I practice stretching and like cardio shit, If you guys like the stream, you could click the link. Feel free to contribute to the show if you would like. Someone sent a super chat. Thank you. We appreciate that. So, New York. Yeah, East Village. I don't know. I'd say I almost got mugged in the street by rats, so I showed my wax cat and they ran off. Okay. The rats are so big in New York, they're starting to run the wax centers, which I don't know. The rats are so big, they run the fucking pizzerias. The rats are so big, they're in charge of the sanitation department in New York City. Mike says, I don't know if you got the joke or not, but the two guys were gangsters, and when the other guy dropped the sandwich, he looked at me and said, forget about it. I did get it. I would love these to be voice messaged in for GPOW. This is actually great. So when we have GPOW on at 10 o'clock, you can voice message the joke by sending a Streamlab, be like 10 cents, whatever. And then he'll read it aloud, and then GPOW will decide which one was the best joke. So I'm not saying anything. This is what you think is funny. So if I'm not I you can read, can I read your text, please? I did. Oh, you said hi. I need an opener. Hold on, what did you say? No, it doesn't. Gotcha. I found out what the reason was. What do you call a hot food that stays hot in the fridge? I gotcha. Makes sense. I don't understand. Like, you cap off kitty joke with a high kick. I'm gonna definitely use this in an open mic. I'm gonna say this is what I hold on. I just feel like I'm out of place. Mike the gamer, I don't know what you're asking. Can you read my text? Oh, sorry. What do you call a hot food that stays hot in the fridge? What? John did not like this one yesterday, but I'm gonna say it anyway. It's not really a joke, it's just me being silly. What did the cappuccino say to the matcha? Matcha talking about. Nope, doesn't work. I don't know. I just literally like being silly with silly voices. I think that's where I get like have my most fun, is being like just a silly, like when I used to do the kids comedy, I just like trip over myself or blow my nose really loud and like do all that physical comedy shit. And that I didn't really like it, no. But I would have thought of some stupid. I felt like I feel like a loser sometimes just hanging out. So I have to put the mics. The mics have to be recharged. They weren't fully charged overnight. That's why they cut out. And now I broke my nail. It's like split halfway. Ouch! Look at that. And it's low, so I don't want. And it's hurting. Ow! That's gonna hurt. And that means I'm gonna have to cut right there, and that's gonna hurt me. Yeah. Self-deprecating, yes. I get no love. What do I call a fake noodle? Go for it. What? Here we go. T-Pow says, yeah, I'm down. Great. See you then. So we have, I don't know what to say here. My dating, okay, someone's writing the opening line for me. My dating profile says high maintenance blonde. My marital status says cash only settlement. My zip code says crying into a $19 bodega chopped cheese. That's not pretty. I'm definitely not high maintenance. What's high maintenance? Wanting to, like, what's high maintenance? I would like. I like the chat's writing. All right. Wait, hold on. What do you guys think I'm not high maintenance? Or I am high maintenance? Why? What's considered high maintenance? I'd like to know. I think that's actually funny. The Eastside Village unique. There's a lot of Ukrainians there. There's probably more Ukrainians in the East Village than there are in Ukraine at this point. That's good over there. I don't know, actually, that's true. I mean, there's a Ukrainian part to it, so. I have to go back and copy some of these. That's good. Yeah, but the East Village, if you say that there, they might get really offended, and then you're canceled in the East Village, and that's my only spot. That's the only club that I'm getting work at in the city. So far. So I could say it tonight and then I could get canceled and then, but I don't know, that's part of it. Amazing. So the East Village right now has more Ukraine. All right, so let's put that in there. So we have 827, right? This is about 826. We are in the East Village. We are in the. So opening jokes is something where I was noticing what is everybody doing in their opening joke. Oh, so I want to take a screenshot of what you said. That was pretty funny. When a woman thinks of herself as high maintenance, it means that she wants the best and nothing but the best. Yeah, I agree. I wonder. I don't think I'm high maintenance. I think if John were to say I'm high maintenance, it might be because like I like to hear. I don't know. I hope not. I'm trying not to be, but I am a needy person, like physically and emotionally. I think all women are. Maybe that's a good blanket statement. All women are emotional and needy. So I don't understand why we get compared to cats. However, well, there's two sides to it, because cats can be nasty bitches, and that's how I have a joke I was writing about a woman landing on her feet, always, sometimes on her back and then on her feet. But hold on. Yes, is today a total lunar? It's partial lunar eclipse. When hold on. My wife's high maintenance consists of edibles and the TV sitcom Bones. Ooh, I like this. Oki might be onto something. We got some good stuff going on in the chat with the joke writing. Keep it coming. Why are horses so sleepy? Oh wait, that's a different mic. Oh, I don't know why. Mike Maxwell says in the 90s, every auto shop was offering high maintenance. Ouch, this is gonna hurt. Here. I was telling my friend Rick, I'm like, I don't fucking be a dojo. Sorry, door girl. I don't care. Seriously. Thank you, Zim and Morty. Became a fan. Woo, woo, woo. So, here we go. Okay. Hear that rain? Thank you for becoming a fan. This is gonna be, you guys got a lot of me this morning. You got workout Michelle and you're gonna have interview Michelle. So you have some of the stuff in the chat we're doing for people want to write my opening joke. Should I go with that opening joke of the Ukrainian thing or no? Thanks. Ugh. That's not good. I gotta get in the city today. It's like flooding in the. I'm not high maintenance. I don't think I'm high maintenance at all. I think about a woman who's high maintenance is she wants her partner to do literally everything for her, takes a long time getting ready, demands like that the demands, like, not just, she just demands a lot. And is not flexible. Have I ever thought about doing modeling? I have submitted for anything and everything under the sun, for acting and print work and commercial work. Yeah, I've submitted for all that shit. But I'm not a runway model. I'm not a runway model, but I'm going to be. No, okay. I don't know. I would do like, I would love to do fitness modeling stuff, but I feel like there's so many, again, like I have to dedicate my time to one thing. And because that's been the consistency of my life, I've always tried to like spread myself all the things I love to do. With performing, it was dancing, writing, acting, improv, stand up. And now I'm just like, we have done all these things, but we have to get better. And I think we need to focus on one thing. And the thing I can do the most every day is stand up. I can get on stage every night. And if I like, I do believe, and I can also like spend other percentage of time, like if I'm submitting for something very quickly online for an acting part, great. But if it's taking away all the time from my stand-up, and then it's not worth I got to focus fully on the stand-up. But this is a part of my stand-up too. Like streaming is a part of my income, sort of right now. It's not really. This is probably gonna want to be missing a few bills. No, I'm joking. But it's part of it, you know. Been trying, and my Instagram and my TikTok, I've been not posting as regularly, so I got to go back to that. I'm gonna work on content for that today too. Did you get my chats? Lewis, I've had this since last year. John got this for Grace, and I had one before that. Being stone high maintenance could be a bit, but you're a square. I am a square. But being a square could be a bit. I am a square, but my head is a big oval. Yikes. Okay, it looks like it won't hurt, but I have to figure out how to clip the rest of that nail. Sorry, that's gross. Let's do another one here. Thank you, Kill Bill. Jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's supposed to be, I think it's like 15 for 10 or something like that. But you have to put it in the Streamlabs to do jumping jacks. The tip has to go right to the Streamlabs. You are right in the link. I am a big square. That's actually a good thing. Biotin, I have the biotin. Okay, wait, can you say that again? What is it? Oh, this is really dark in here. Hang on. Hold on. Exactly. How am I doing? Wait, hold on. Someone just said something that I was trying to go back to. The jumping jacks, Kill Bill. We have it on our Streamlabs on the menu. There's like a little menu. So I think it's like, here, I'll bring you guys over to, because we're at 10 o'clock, 9:45, I'm going to be going over to Streamlabs for the interview. Ooh. Our big square. I'm a big square. You can donate here and you can get the jumping jacks. What is the usual? I'm never retiring. I want to be always working. I want to be like Dolly Parton. Period. End of story. they don't retire. I agree. Like, why would you retire from being creative? I would never do it. That's, to me, this isn't. Here's the thing. The reality is I was always taught to do what I love, and I am doing that. So to me, there's a success rate in that, right? It's not going to be pretty. I'm going to share something very, artists never retire. Yes, when I get to 100 likes, we do 100 jumping jacks. However, we also have, like a little, if you do, I think it's like, what was it, like $10 to the Streamlabs is like 10 jumping jacks, something kind of thing. So, who makes a lot of money? Oh, I have to sign out of Twitch. Who makes a lot of money? Well, because let's look at it this way. Comics now are also creators, and we are constantly working at finding the next best thing and creating. And then they're acting, yeah, and that's what I want. I want to be like Eddie Murphy. Like Eddie Murphy has made so much money. But he's funny too. Like, I want that respect of just being funny. That raccoon was a sign from Dolly Parton. Was it named Jolene? So, here we are. A couple things in the to-do list today. There's something I wanted to show you guys real quick. Okay. New York Comedy Festival is a thing I need to submit to. But I also need to edit my content. So, after G-Pow's interview, we're going to be working on some content. You will get some content today. Well, you're getting a lot of content today, but especially with the live. There's a flood watch, of course. Fucking A, man. There's pet raccoons? Really? At Dollywood? So the jokes that we came up with today, side note, were, you're saying an opening line. People were saying an opening line should be, I don't want that. Something about where you are. So a place. Like I live, and I think that's a good idea, but when I'm doing something like the competitions, it's a hard one. Guys, give me my opening line. You wanted to write for me. Give me my opening line about myself. Go. All right, so here it is. $10 for 10 jumping jacks. You're gonna put it right in the Streamlabs bar. Oh Lord, won't you buy me a mercy? I mean, I just want not even the Mercedes-Benz. We just need to pay my PSE&G bill to this month is rough. I'm just kidding. It's always rough. I'm not the only one. Everybody is dealing with it. Opening line should always snap folks the present here and now. Their raccoon rescued himself. John look how bad that is. John took me and his daughter to dinner at Top's Diner. It's a big famous diner in Newark. It was really cool. I've never been there. And I got so excited when he said he was taking us that I shaved my leg so rough that I split the skin. And then I still didn't get the hair that I was looking to get. Gross. If it's a competition, then joke about it, reminding you of getting picked for dodgeball. Oh, I fucking hated that shit. I didn't always get picked last in middle school. It was kind of like it's kind of like how I feel like not being in the green room. It's a good point. Okay, here we go. Joke about it reminding you of getting picked. Competitions remind me of when I was in middle school and we had to pick teams. I'm a pretty, look at me. Wouldn't you want me on your fucking team for dodgeball? Well, not when I was in 7th grade. I was half of the size. No, I was less than half of the size. I was like 70 pounds. My head was really a lot bigger than my body. It looked like my head was going to make my entire body fall to the ground. So most people didn't think I was athletic, but I was. I had to keep up with my brothers and my cousins who were all boys, and just like, I am a gritty girl. What is it? Raise your hands if you're not on a dating app. Okay, now everyone else look at them. What? I don't get that one. It's great to be in the East Village tonight, where there's more Ukrainians than in Ukraine now. I don't know. Is this my second cup? No, it's my first. All right, well, keep them coming, everybody. I want to know what happened to the, oh, there it is. Okay. I'm going to keep finishing our stretches. What is it? Oh, so for an opening? Oh, yeah, like who's on a dating app? Okay, yeah. I have setups for audience engagement, but some shows you like that's fine. I have setups for audience engagement. Who's single? Who's married? Who's divorced? Who's on a dating app? Who's from New York? Where are you from? Yeah, I get that for sure. But I'm also trying to go in with openers that are just tight for competitions or for places where I don't have time to do crowd work. When you have a 7-minute set, you don't really have time for crowd work. I had an 8-minute set the other night at St. Mark's. You don't have a lot of time for crowd work because you want to get your jokes in. But if you have a small crowd, then you might as well do some crowd work, right? So I was skinny and popular, so I got picked a lot. Turns out being pretty doesn't help deflect dodgeballs. Okay. I didn't get my body till I didn't get, everybody got their boobs in the 8th grade. I got it when I was in the 10th grade. With my period, like I didn't get any of that. You're screaming, say the punchline. I was skinny and popular, so I got picked a lot. Turns out, being pretty doesn't help deflect dodgeballs. In a good way. That's how you have it written. I want you to put this in with G-Pow, because if you guys can stay on at 10, because we're going to see what he thinks. This has got to go. And you blew it. That is how you wrote it. If you're writing for me, you got to be able to write the way I speak too. It's a keeper. See, I have a joke about being a klutz. I can't even drink water without spilling it all over myself. It's like I have polio, but I had the vaccine. Is it polio or Bell's palsy? Bell's palsy. If you and I were on the date, it would be the best night ever. Why? Because you would Why? Because you would let me talk and actually listen? Somebody sent something. Thank you. What happened? Somebody subscribed? I don't know. That was on there. Wait, is it funnier without? I don't. You have to send it as a super chat. I don't know, really understand the joke, to be honest with you. No, you're not too late. I am too sassy. In fact, we're gonna be making this live an interview at 10 o'clock too. So subscribe. Did you just subscribe? Because we got a notification, and then it wasn't on Streamlabs. to see who it was. We're writing jokes for me. Opening jokes. Tonight, the opening joke is, drum roll, I am emotionally stable, no, I did it wrong. Lake Texahoma, please hit the like button. Yes, once we get to 100 likes, we do 100 jumping jacks. We do 100 of these once we get to 100 likes. Or you can send $10 for the stream tips for 10 jumping jacks. Man, $10, you can probably make it a little more than 10, but. You would be a writer's nightmare. No, I'm not. Stop. Your abs are, no, they're not. This is not perfect. You have, what happened there? See, someone just subscribed again, I guess. Oh, thank you for the floating heart. Thank you for the floating heart. Thank you for the floating heart. Did somebody send, hold on, I think that was, no, actually that might have been something else. Yeah. You're writing good bits here. Okay. Emotionally stable, rational, secure woman. That is what I'm going to be for Halloween. Where did I put my coffee? Oh, here it is. Hold on, I gotta go back to what you had wrote before because I didn't screenshot it to sit. Hold on. You said so. Here, I'm gonna screenshot it. And right. I subbed. Gonna what? Assess your trading regimen? Your training regimen. Oh, okay. Actually, let's do some squats. Keep writing the jokes. What? Training. I really don't know. Opening joke for tonight. Let's go. What's the one-liner? What's the one-liner we got going for tonight? Come on. I had screenshotted it because I'm writing it down and later so I don't stay distracted and get distracted from, so that I don't get distracted from the live and then YouTube sees that I'm not paying attention to my live. You see what I'm saying? I don't like any of them so far. I actually like the dodgeball parallel. I just don't have I liked the blonde one that he did. What every other guy did. I like the dodgeball connection, but I don't have a strong. The insults towards me are funnier, to be honest with you. Write it, you'll remember it. Read it, and you'll fix it up. No, I'm going to. We're gonna talk about it in the interview at 10 too. Welcome to Everything Michelle Trainer YouTube. Please give a like, sub, and turn on notifications. Yes, don't forget, we have Little Mo Mozzarella on tomorrow in Brooklyn. We're going to have G Pow on. He's a comic in Austin. Also on at 10 o'clock. We are writing jokes. Writing opening jokes for my set tonight. Go for it. If you want me to say it, let's put it in the chat. I don't know. What is the thing? Oh, this one, I guess. Give me another bit. Preferably one you have now and want to expand on. Okay. Thank you for the superstar. Thank you for the superstar. Mike. Thank you. So, do you like the CVS bit? Go for it. I need like a, I'm a happy person. I wasn't always, when I do that, oh, but I'm a happy person. I wasn't always this happy a long time ago. I was miserable, depressed. I wouldn't get out of bed. I was married. I'm trying to change it a little bit because if I do it in front of a group, if I do it in front of a group of 20-year-olds, no one cares. But thank you. Whoever subscribed or whatever that bell was. I don't have my Streamlabs in front of me, but I heard it. Okay. You have, let's see if we can get to 100 before the interview. I think we can. You have, or first of all, I originally took that CVS joke. Like, I think people need to love themselves more. Like when you are in your 20s, you need to learn how to love yourself. Go out, get yourself a vibrator. Now, the reason why I need help with this to change it, because men don't get used vibrators, you know, so like women need to love themselves more. When a man hears that, I'm like, ooh, no, I don't know, what? I think the opening joke needs to be observational or it needs to be making fun of myself. The East Village specifically has the mice roaming around like they are the sanitation department. It is crazy. The people look dirtier than the rats in the East Village. That is what's happening. It's true. If you look around, there's also a fucking flyer up that says, oh, here's a picture of this guy. Don't go to his apartment, drink, and live stream. It didn't even just say don't follow, don't listen, like don't talk to this guy. It was like a very specific action to not do with this guy. And I was laughing. I was like, okay, got it. But can I, but you didn't list eat McDonald's with him. It was just weird. Yeah, I mean, we could do some jokes about the East Village for sure. I'm going to wait and see what the audience is. I want to really try out, I mean, this is where coming in handy of like working out your set nightly. New stuff every night, reps, where those come in, where you're doing the reps and where they count. I mean, yeah, that's it. CVS. All right, guys, listen. We are doing this interview at 10 o'clock. I'm very excited. Hit that like button. We're going to get to 100 likes before we do the interview. Thank goodness for the internet. Life was tough before online shopping. Imagine going to CVS to buy a toy and get to the register only to see a past student behind the counter. I had a student that I was at CVS with my daughter a couple of years ago. I actually taught them in theater, but I wasn't like buying anything inappropriate. I see where you're going with it. I like your dodgeball parallel. I think that's a good one. Let's go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hi, Joan. Good afternoon. Is it afternoon? It's still in the morning here. It is still the morning. I can't wait to eat the rest of my lasagna I got last night at this diner called Tops that John took me to with his daughter. It was so good. It was amazing. Ha, 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 ha. What is it? Amazon makes shopping easy, but now I get email from Amazon Prime. But you know, I don't know about that. I don't really connect with the butt plug shit. Hi, Divorced. I'm calling you that because you by that name. Great. Divorce Diaries has been a brand of mine that I started over 10 years ago, and I have expanded to just my name now and being one of the things Divorce Diaries is that I've created. So when's the next show? Tonight. St. Mark's. Hang on. Okay. Tonight. Tonight's my next show. I'm having the chat give suggestions for opening lines because we had a suggestion that you guys should write for me. Go for it. Break a leg. Thank you. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay. I like these actually. The squats are better. Break a leg. Don't want to break a leg. Okay. So, talking about the grind of the hangout versus the mic versus what I'm opening with. Lots of the conversation that we're talking about. And just want to get better. Not also feeling like in the past when I wasn't going to as any mics, I would be running my stand up through my TikTok live, running it alone, which is fine, but you don't know what's going to actually hit until you get in front of an audience. And at this point in my stand up path journey, I want to just get as many times on stage a week as possible to get better. That is the focus. Thank you. Whoever just subscribed or sent a gift, I appreciate you. We appreciate you. Okay, instead of butt plug. Thank you. Ouch. High kicks. High kicks. That's not even that high. That's. Anthony Moore is going to be on next week, and then Cypher Sounds the 15th. We have Liz Glazer, who is on Funny as F. She's going to be on in September as well. Very excited. The lighting is fucking sucky right here for some reason. But we can go this way. Look. Do anything there. My boyfriend is not my husband, but he's my boyfriend. Of course I watch Kill Tony. Have you been tuning into my show? I tried to get on Kill Tony, Paul. And we have a whole journey about that as well on here. But thank you. We have a guest coming on at 10 o'clock who's been on Kill Tony, comic friend. We had... Oh, thank you. I love my boyfriend very much. In fact, we met 2 years ago today. I think it's 2 years ago today, yeah. What? Hang on a second. Is he also a comedian? No, he is in construction. Here we go. Should be sound. Okay. So, no way, 2 years. It was a cold. No. Yes, that was a funny bit. Sorry, I'm responding to email. Yeah, it should be back. Sorry, I answered something and then I was also answering. Okay. So we get to 12 more jumping jacks and we get 100 likes for the interview. Okay. There should be sound now, right? Yes, no? Back. Well, this is part of what I'm doing to make my home. That's not very nice. Thank you. I am focusing on my comedy. I also have a child that I have to focus on. Fuck the fucking microphone. We're not using it. We're gonna stick with. Oh, ow! Fuck. Damn it. Here's the deal. I'm a mess. That's what I should just come out and say, is I'm a fucking mess. Anybody try to do 500 things at once and mediocrely succeed at them? Mediocrely succeed, is that a word? Yep. 17. Ouch. That fucking hurt, bro. My daughter's medals. My daughter's medals. Yeah, she's a gymnast. You guys don't know that? She wins a lot. This is amazing. I told you this. Every time I move that camera. All right, listen. We're gonna get on the stream with G-Pow in a second. I used to do the live streams on my TikTok right here at the bed. See that? Ouch. That hurt. That's a gash. Just go on stage and talk about the live stream that day. Correct. That's what I should do. I have to, yeah, because I wanted to, and you see what I'm doing with the phone, right? I'm trying to see the stream analytics different from the. I mean, I'm at desperation here to get everything back to where it was. So I'm just, and John I have to wait for he can help me set up my Streamlabs. So I'm just gonna go with what I can in the moment. I am going to use the phone tomorrow for the live with Little Mo. But for some reason, if he's like, oh, it's because we have to be like close to each other, I'm also going to bring my webcam. And I'm going to bring the laptop with me. It is pouring out. Ugh. So, bring your jokes to the interview. We'll have a section with G-Pow that we ask, which opening joke do you think is funny? Gash as a bit has been done. Huh? I wasn't doing that as a bit. I'm just saying that I am such a spaz. I get excited over the smallest things. That's to me a start of something because it's the truth. Like My boyfriend said we were going to dinner together last night, and that's not typical thing on a weeknight. So like, it made me really excited. And I got so excited that I was in a rush to get ready to get everything that I scraped. I literally like just cut myself so deep in the skin because I got excited. Send the rain to Oklahoma. I'm sending it. It is raining. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, right here. I just showed you guys. I don't know. We had 16 more likes to get to 100. I drop everything I hold. The amount of times I dropped my child when she was a baby, it's a reason why she has a fear of heights. Ha ha. It's true though. Not true about the dropping my child, but I'm a klutz. I can't even drink a glass of water without it spilling down my shirt. It's like my face. God forbid I don't want to have Bell's palsy. But like, I don't know what it is. Everyone now in my 40s has brain fog, and they're blaming it. The later in life ADHD diagnosis is being blamed on vaccines, the chemicals in foods. All I did when I was a kid was follow directions. I didn't have a choice to be vegan, gluten-free, take a vaccine, not take a vaccine. My parents told me what I did, and I listened. And now I'm suffering the repercussions. No, I cannot, Edwin. Just speak in English. I can't understand your language, but you can write it. I don't know it, so, you know. And now it's like a sun shower out, so. All right, listen. I'm going to hop off and then come back on. We didn't make it to 100 likes yet. Maybe for the interview. So you guys, see you in 10 minutes. We'll be live with G-Pal.